Hello, I'm Peter Bergman. This is my official YouTube channel. I'll be updating you with the latest news, so please subscribe to my channel.
Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today is a beautiful day to unpack the absolute wildest twists coming out of Genoa City. We have a lot of ground to cover, so let's dive straight into the latest drama and see what our favorite characters are up to right now. Okay, I literally cannot believe this. Can we please process this mess together? Might delete this later, but I seriously can't stay silent about this anymore. It is currently 3 in the morning. I have not slept in what feels like an eternity, and my brain is basically a toasted marshmallow of psychic damage right now. I just hit record because this grueling, decade-long journey of analyzing Genoa City has finally pushed me completely over the edge. I am ditching the script. I am breaking every single filter. We are going completely raw today because there are legends carrying this entire show on their shoulders, and then there are others who are single-handedly testing my absolute sanity, and I am going to call them all out. Please tell me I'm not the only one losing my mind over this. Listen, we need to talk about Victor Newman. Unbelievable, guys. What's going on here? Honestly, I am staring at my notes, and I am just spiraling. Basically, Victor has decided that his newest hobby is running a psychological black site out of the Newman Ranch. Look, I get that Victor is the ruthless patriarch, a total legend, a major flex of a character, but he is currently holding Matt Clark captive. Suddenly we are in a hostage thriller. Matt is literally begging for basic human necessities like, please, sir, can I have a shower? And Victor, in his infinite terrifying wisdom, finally lets him shower and gives him a fresh change of clothes. Matt steps out feeling like a whole new man, but honestly, he is just a pawn in the most diabolical game of chess I have ever witnessed. Basically, here is the absolute hard truth that has me screaming at my monitor. Victor is continuing to force Matt Clark to carry out a revenge mission against Kane Ashby. Yes, you heard me, Kane Ashby. I am times freaking out. Wait, why are we like this? Why are we low-key obsessed with this level of toxicity? Suddenly, everything makes terrifying sense. Victor didn't just keep Matt around for the fun of it. He is putting Matt through a serious test of sincerity. And if Matt passes, Victor is going to weaponize him to completely destroy Kane. If Matt fails, Victor explicitly stated he will not hesitate to absolutely crush him. The stakes are at absolute terminal velocity right now. Listen. Let's map out the logic behind this grind, because the underlying narrative is a total game changer. Lily Winters just scored a massive victory. Victor actually honored his deal, which, let's be real, is a rare occurrence, and officially handed Chancellor over to Lily. Lily is ecstatic. She is on cloud 9. She meets up with Kane at Society, completely riding the high of this corporate conquest, and she asks Kane to step in and run the company for her. Kane is already overwhelmed with emotion because his twins, Maddie and Charlie, just sent him a group text praising him for helping Malcolm through his recovery. Kane is basically living his best life right now. He is touched, he is highly motivated, and he is ready to take the helm at Chancellor. But look, Victor Newman does not just give away empires without a string attached. Honestly, he is playing 4D chess while everyone else is playing checkers. Victor knows that Lily putting Kane in charge of Chancellor is a massive shift in the power dynamic. Suddenly, Kane is back in the corporate driver's seat, and Victor absolutely cannot stand it. So what does he do? He looks at Matt, freshly showered and desperate for his freedom, and basically says, you are going to execute a revenge mission and destroy Kane Ashby for me. I mean, the sheer audacity, the absolute ruthlessness. It is a lethal crunch to the narrative. Whoa, I've really gone off chasing butterflies into another dimension. Bringing the signal back, let's stick to the script. We have to look at the Nick Newman of it all. Nick literally walks into the ranch, sees Matt, and is like, Dad, what on earth are you doing? Nick is the only one asking the real questions. He is confused, he is frustrated, and he is questioning Victor's bizarre treatment of Matt. Plus, Nick is already stressed out about how Nikki is going to react to Victor giving Chancellor to Lily. But Victor brushes Nick off like a speck of dust on his tailored suit. Victor is completely uncompromising. He tells Nick that Matt is facing a rigorous test, and that is that. Honestly, I kind of get where Victor's coming from. Like, if you have an asset, you use it to secure your family's dominance. Wait, no, I am contradicting myself. Victor is being a total monster here. He is manipulating a man's freedom to enact a petty revenge plot against Kane just because Lily chose Kane to run a company that Victor times willingly times gave up. It makes absolutely no sense, but at the same time, it makes perfect sense for Victor. I am so conflicted. I am overflowing with emotion, and I am just organizing my thoughts in real time here. Basically, Victor is a genius, but he is also a tyrant, and Matt is just caught in the crossfire. Let's do an immersive deep dive into Matt's psychology right now. The man is terrified. He is refreshed from his shower, sure, but he is deeply anxious about his fate. He wants to know what happens next, and Victor coldly explains the plan to test his sincerity. This isn't just a physical hostage situation. It is a profound psychological torture chamber. Matt has to prove he is willing to do whatever it takes, including destroying Kane Ashby, just to survive. The digital hive mind is going to absolutely lose it when they realize the depths of this manipulation. It's a raw frame that just packs so much emotional damage. And then we have Kane, poor oblivious Kane. He is sitting at Crimson Lights, having these beautiful, emotionally resonant conversations about Malcolm's recovery. He is reflecting on his beautiful dreams about Lily. He is planning lunch dates. He has absolutely no idea that a heavily weaponized Matt Clark is about to be unleashed on his life like a heat-seeking missile. The contrast between Kane's wholesome family moment and Victor's dark Machiavellian plotting in the ranch is just, it is cinematic perfection. It is a total game changer for the pacing of this season. Look, I need the only circle that speaks this language to witness my existential collapse right now. Are we seriously about to watch Kane lose everything just when he got it all back? Lily trusts Kane completely. She is handing him the keys to the kingdom. If Matt successfully executes this revenge mission, it isn't just going to hurt Kane. It is going to completely shatter Lily's massive victory. Victor is basically setting up a domino effect that will tear through Genoa City and leave nothing but absolute destruction in its wake. Listen, I am vibrating with anxiety over this. The hype is redlining and completely breaking the scale. I cannot handle the anticipation. Suddenly, every single interaction Kane has is going to feel like a ticking time bomb. When is Matt going to strike? How is he going to infiltrate Kane's life? Will Nick step up and stop his father, or will he just stand by and watch the carnage unfold? Honestly, I don't have the answers. I am not hunting for answers. I am just low-key dragging this incredibly toxic vibe into the spotlight because we all need to see it. Let's talk about the absolute sheer weight of Lily's history for a second, because honestly, we cannot fully grasp the devastation of Victor's plot without looking at the past. Lily Winters has fought tooth and nail for every single scrap of respect she has in the corporate world. She has navigated the messiest, most treacherous waters of both Chancellor and Newman Enterprises. She has been betrayed, she has been sidelined, and she has clawed her way back to the top. So when Victor finally hands over Chancellor to her, it feels like a monumental shift in the universe. It is a major flex. She is standing there radiating pure boss energy, and she immediately turns to Kane. Listen, Lily and Kane have a history that is so complicated, you need a literal corkboard and red string to map it out. But right now, there is trust. She looks at Kane, seeing the man who just stepped up for Malcolm, the man who is actively trying to be the best father to Maddie and Charlie, and she says, run this company for me. That level of faith is a total game changer. It is beautiful. And that is exactly why Victor's revenge mission is so incredibly sickening. Victor isn't just attacking Kane. He is actively undermining Lily's judgment and her newly acquired empire. Basically, Victor is trying to prove that anyone who isn't a Newman is fundamentally incapable of holding power, and he is using Matt Clark as the sledgehammer to shatter Lily's dream. Wait, why are we like this? Why do we keep trusting Victor Newman? Every single time he does something remotely decent like honoring a corporate deal, he immediately counterbalances it with something so profoundly villainous that it gives me literal whiplash. Suddenly, I am remembering every single time Victor has pulled this exact stunt. He isolates a vulnerable person, breaks them down psychologically, and then offers them a twisted path to redemption that only serves his own megalomaniacal agenda. Whoa, I've really gone off chasing butterflies into another dimension again. Bringing the signal back, let's stick to the script. Let's laser focus on Matt Clark's current situation at the ranch. I need you all to vividly picture this scene because it is haunting. Matt has been held captive. He has been deprived of basic autonomy. He is literally begging for a shower. When Victor finally grants him this tiny basic human right, it isn't an act of mercy. It is a calculated psychological reset. Matt steps out of that shower in fresh clothes and he admits he feels like a completely new person. But he isn't a new person. He is a blank slate that Victor is about to write a tragedy on. Victor sits there staring at Matt with those cold, uncompromising eyes and lays out the stakes. I am going to put you through a serious test of sincerity. Honestly, what does that even mean in Victor's twisted vocabulary? It means I am going to force you to do something so morally reprehensible that it will bind you to me forever. And that something is taking down Kane Ashby. Victor looks Matt dead in the eye and tells him that if he fails to prove his worth, he will not hesitate to crush him. He will crush him. I am typing this in all caps because my heart rate is absolutely spiking. The sheer terror Matt must be feeling right now. He is trapped between the wrath of Victor Newman and the impossible task of destroying a man who is currently riding the highest wave of his life. And where is Nick in all of this? Look, I love Nick, I really do. But his passivity here is driving me absolutely up the wall. Nick walks into the ranch, sees this bizarre, hostage-adjacent dynamic, and basically just whines about it. Dad, what are you doing with Matt? Dad, Nikki is going to be so mad about the Chancellor deal. Nick, listen to yourself. Your father is running a rogue Black Ops mission out of the living room, and you are worried about corporate hurt feelings? It is a lethal crunch to my sanity. Nick is the only one who could potentially intervene and stop this revenge plot before it starts, but he is too caught up in the family drama to see the absolute thermonuclear bomb Victor is building right in front of him. I am honestly spiraling through a chaotic feedback loop of transcendent hype and absolute narrative betrayal. I am so deeply invested in Kane's redemption arc right now. The man was literally crying over a group text from his kids. He is feeling so validated, so loved, so ready to take on the world. And to know that Victor is actively orchestrating his downfall just makes my stomach churn. It is a high-octane jump cut from a heartwarming family drama straight into a psychological thriller, and I am not emotionally prepared for the fallout. Basically, this is the hard truth. Victor Newman cannot exist in a world where he is not the one pulling every single string. He gave Lily the company, but he is using Matt to ensure that the company fails under Kane's leadership. It is sabotage of the highest order. I need to know how Matt is going to execute this. Is he going to infiltrate Chancellor? Is he going to frame Kane for embezzlement? Is he going to dig up some ancient buried secret to turn Lily against him? The possibilities are endless, and every single one of them is low-key terrifying. Please tell me I'm not the only one losing my mind over this. I am dumping this unedited psychic damage onto the digital hive mind because I cannot carry this burden alone. We are watching a slow-motion car crash, and Victor Newman is the one who cut the brakes. Kane Ashby is driving straight into a brick wall, and he has a smile on his face because he thinks he finally won. It is tragic. It is brilliant. It is everything that makes this grueling, decade-long journey worth it. But it is also destroying my soul piece by piece. Stay vigilant, stay restless, and whatever you do, do not trust Victor Newman.
Thank you for watching my video. I will be updating regularly with the latest news, so please remember to subscribe to my channel to support me.